What's up, guys? Game's gonna get cleared tonight. Just had to go grab something to eat and then buy my battle pass on PGR because it expires tomorrow. How you guys doing tonight? Pretty eventful week for the channel. Gonna be doing a new game plus on this, and then Wednesday is the Switch Direct, and then it's also PGR update. So that's pretty big. I'm going okay today. Made a lot of progress off stream. I have 2 more jars to collect, and then I'm done. Finish this damn game today. After that hurdle yesterday, I found most of the jars pretty easily. All I have left is these ones at the end here. Yeah, I did all the jars here. I'll probably just cheat the soul stones in, to be honest. Probably just cheat those in. Apparently you can't respec, so I might just cheat those in. I'll do that after I beat the game, though. No, he's not glitched. If I get all of them, he glitches. If I don't, he doesn't glitch. So I'm only getting 2 more. 2 more, and then I have enough to get all the rewards. But yeah, they desperately need to patch this game. It starts off really polished, and then it gets, like, more and more buggy. It gets, like, more and more buggy as it goes on. The end of this game is just really buggy. It's like they were, like, rushed. Like, rushed to finish this game or something. I really don't get it. It's like it's a well-made game, but the bugs get really out of hand. The marketing was telling you could get everything in one run, but you can't. If you talk to the wrong NPC and you say the wrong thing, it locks you out forever. You gotta play the game again. No, he's only glitched if you get them all. If you don't get them all, you can still use the shop. But when you get them all, he says, "Thanks for rescuing all my jars." And then he basically tells you to F off. Because you can't use the shop anymore, which is clearly not intended. Like, how did they not catch that? That's a really bad bug to have at the end. I mean, even if you follow a guide like I did, you have to play through the entire game's content to even get all the jars in the first place. So getting all that way, and then trying to get the trophy, and then having it lock you out of using the shop, which is supposed to be the reward, is really bad. And they should have done, like, some kind of a update by now. Luckily, I found out about it, so I didn't get them all. There was one I intentionally skipped. So as long as I don't get that one, I'll be good. They need to fix these bugs more than they need to balance the game. I think the bugs are the more pressing matter right now. I mean, the marketing of this game was pretty accurate, but saying that you could get everything on one playthrough is just barely true. I mean, it's kind of true, but with the bugs right now, it's too easy to get locked out. It's actually pretty respectable that they let you get most of the stuff just by playing first playthrough. Apparently, I think the worst achievement that's bugged right now, there's one where you have to go through the whole game without using the summons. And if you go to New Game Plus, it still doesn't count. So, like, say you use the summon once just to see how it works, you're completely locked out unless you play the entire game from a fresh file. Which is, like, the stupidest thing ever. What if your, like, kid comes in, you have a kid and your kid comes in and summons it once, you're locked out forever. You had to play the whole game from scratch. The trophies are legit, like, the worst part of this game because there were most of the bugs come from. I'm like, thank goodness I do not care about achievements. This is, like, legit the worst game to care about achievements on. Yeah, this is the game that should make you transition to not caring about achievements. How are you gonna lock me out of it on New Game Plus? Like, make it make sense, man. You're locked out forever if you use one, like, the entire time you play this game. Multiple playthroughs. Talk about not respecting your time. This game is a perfect example of a lot more fun when you stop caring about achievements. Now we're just gonna put all these guys here with annoying status effects, of course. Game reminds me of Berseria, how messed up that game was on PC. How the AI didn't work unless you had multiple controllers plugged in. So to play that game, I had like 2 controllers and an arcade stick hooked up. Otherwise, the AI just stood there. And it took them like a week to fix it. I'm like, dude, I understand deadlines are a thing, but this is like instantly noticeable the moment you play the game. Like, I'm sorry, I should not have to hotfix that myself. Like, seriously. The AI literally did not move in the PC version of Tales of Berseria for like a week. It took them multiple days to fix it. Like, come on, man. You can do better than that. Like, did they like even test the game at all? Because it's noticeable in like 30 minutes of gameplay. Yeah, this game's got about the same level of stupid bugs where it's like, how did the game launch in this state? It's just really weird in this game because at the start it's completely fine. But like the performance gets worse and then the game gets buggier as you get closer to the end. And like almost all the bugs are related to completion, which I think is the worst part. Like, you can get locked out of the true ending. You can get locked out of using Dungeon Shop. Like, way too easy. Yeah, Berseria PC port was really jacked up. It's unacceptable to release in that state. A lot of people don't know that, because you would have had to buy it in the launch peak to know, but yeah, that game was a Arkham Knight level disaster. I think Stranger in Paradise with the mod to make the characters bald was really funny too. You make the characters bald to make it run better. I'm not making this up. That was a real thing. You make the characters bald to make it run better. I think Berseria was actually worse. It's like, how do you not notice that the AI does not move unless there are controllers hooked up? Like, did they do, like, all of their QA testing with 4 players? I find that to be highly unlikely. Like, there's no way they tested that game with 4 people. Like an 80-hour RPG with 4 people. That's the only explanation of how, like, a game shipped in that state. It's a complete mess. Yeah, this game is really well polished until you, like, start to try to do everything in it, and then it kind of falls apart. But, I mean, it is a Souls-like, so I guess most people won't get that far. But there already are a number of people who have been locked out of getting the ending, so they need to do something quick. I don't think it's acceptable for the game to be in that state. That's a pretty major bug. Like, not everybody's gonna have time or even the desire to play the game more than once. Especially when they marketed it. They marketed this as a one playthrough to see everything game. And that's not true currently. Well, it's true if you meticulously follow a guide to not ruin your save file. But I don't really think that counts. It's about as one playthrough to see everything as a Tales game, basically. Which is like, technically you could, but you have to follow a guide obsessively. And if you deviate from it at any point, you gotta play the whole game again. Which is pretty much what the state of this game right now. They never even fixed Dragon's Dogma. They never even fixed it. Which is why I think Wilds is not going to get fixed. Despite being a much more successful game, selling millions of copies. I really don't think it will be fixed. It's a problem with the engine. I would be shocked if that game gets fixed. Honestly, shame on people for buying that game. They already knew that it ran bad and they all bought it anyway. And like, well, now they don't have an incentive to fix it, do they? You told them they can buy a they can sell a broken product and still make millions. No incentive to deliver something that works now. Well, from what I understand, Dragon's Dogma 2 needs an expansion. And it probably will get one, but I think the difference is the game runs like garbage, so how many people are really going to want to buy it? I was interested in trying the game because it looked like the mods were cool and stuff, but you know, if it's going to run like garbage, I'm not going to buy it. I've got a pretty good computer. I don't really need to be fighting with any game. If I had to fight with a game in any capacity, it's poorly optimized. I'm not going to spend 70 bucks on that. This game has performance issues. Certain enemies you fight and stuff and effects will make it lag, but it's still playable. It's not that bad. The requirements for a 2025 AAA game are pretty modest, too. I mean, it runs really well on Steam Deck. So they did some things right. That's kind of the problem with Rise of the Ronin as well. Like, the game is really good, but it never got any DLC. And like, if you played any Team Ninja ARPGs, you would know that the DLC is like one of the biggest things that makes them worth playing. So the fact that it didn't get any is pretty bad. Like, it should have totally had some form of DLC, but it didn't get any. So content-wise, it's a pretty big downgrade. I don't know why the hell that game didn't get any DLC. It's really weird, actually. It was like most Team Ninja games without DLC are kind of like, they feel half-finished. Like Neo 2 at launch was kind of waiting for the DLC. Still a great game, but it definitely did not feel finished in any capacity. When it started getting the first DLC pack, it felt more finished. Well, I guess Dragon's Dogma 2 is like that. Needs DLC and it's not getting any right now. I feel like the enemy variety in this game takes a really big hit after you get like halfway through. They're pretty good about introducing new enemies in the first half, but then like when you get towards the end, there's basically no new enemies. You fight the same ones over and over. I won't say this game goes completely to crap at the end, but it does. There is a pretty big drop in quality. Luckily, it's mostly just bugs that will be fixed, and not like the game becomes terrible. But the bugs are pretty severe, I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty bad bugs. The game should not have released with them even in the game in the first place. The enemy variety in this game is about on par with a Neo game without DLC, which isn't bad for a first game. It's actually pretty good, but it's definitely lacking. There hasn't really been a new enemy type in what feels like 10 hours. Hasn't been a single new enemy. First half felt pretty good, and then the second half it's mostly been the only new enemies are bosses. Okay, I don't remember where I was going. Oh, right here. Yeah. You're really gonna make me go all the way around again, aren't you? Of course. A good thing I didn't use the save point. Everything's cleared out. The levels are getting a little bit too long. Games really need a map. I get you want the game to be hard, but dude, just give me a map. A map with like points of interest would make this kind of level design a lot better. Especially when the whole thing is basically designed around the illogical fact that your guy can't jump. Should be able to just jump over that fence, but he can't. So you have to go all the way around. I'm gonna design it like that. Then give me a map. Doesn't make any sense to not have one. Oh, we're just gonna spam annoying enemies now, huh? Same guys over and over. They're trying to test your patience. All the crap enemies in areas you don't want to fight. Team Ninja Classic. Let's just put 30 archers in one area. They wear their inspiration on their sleeves. This game takes the best and worst from Team Ninja games. It really does. Alright, we're gonna make me do shit platforming, are we? Yeah, they're really trying to make it so, you don't want to finish this game. There's been a lot of this. Isn't it funny how you can fall off and lose 10 minutes of gameplay? Like, no, I don't find it funny at all. It's stupid. Especially in a game like this where your guy can't jump. I do not want to fight anything here, like, at all. Yeah, you're coming over here, buddy. You're coming over here, buddy. Come on. Good boy. I am not fighting you over there, man. Too much at stake. Minutes of repeated content. To pad out playtime. I am not fighting you over there. This is how they get their marketed 80 hours of playtime. Boring, slow stuff like this. Yeah, we're not doing that, buddy. I'm gonna treat this like EverQuest. Kiting one enemy over. Old school MMO. Old school MMO tactics. Just asking for you to fall off so you can make a reaction video. Although I do think falling off like this is an acceptable time to scream like an influencer. I think this is one time where the content creator overreaction is warranted. Having to do all this again. I don't think I'll scream that loud if it happens, but I will be pissed off. I can tell you that right now. This is dumb. It's not fun fighting when there's no ground in a game where you can't recover. Of course, they're gonna put an elite mob like right here. You're going all the way over here, buddy. All the way over here. It's like walking a dog. This is how they get their 80 hours of playtime, folks. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Not this time. You're not knocking me off. No, you did, but least impactful way to knock me off. Why do they do stuff like this? The level design has gotten so much worse. Let's make people hate this game they paid $70 for. Doing stuff like this. It's not fun in any definition. It's just padding. That if you fall down, you gotta do 15 minutes of content again. I would have liked this game a lot better if it had a jump button. The level design could have been a lot more interesting. And when you make a game like this without a jump button, it really limits what you can do level design wise. There's so many instances in this game it really does feel like a Team Ninja game. It'll be like a fence that's like up to your chest and your guy can't jump over it. You have to go all the way around. I'm like, dude, this level design does not even make sense. Why can't he not jump over that? If they make another one of these, they need to really reevaluate how they design the moveset. The non-combat moveset. This game has the exact same flaws as the Nioh games. Being unable to jump makes the level design very boring and completely devoid of logic. Somebody posted a good one earlier, where like the fence is up to Khazan's like shoulder, and he can't jump over it. He can't jump over it. He has to go all the way around. I'm like, dude, a moderately athletic teenager in middle school could jump over that just fine. How can this battle-hardened general not do it? This game does a lot of things. It has the right inspiration. I like how it's inspired by Nioh more than FromSoft games, but it comes with all the bad too. That's the problem. All the bad, the level design and gear being kind of boring at the beginning. Like all that stuff is exactly the same. No, this game doesn't feel like great value Nioh. It's just that they took a lot of the worst things from those games. It's like, it'd be so easy to improve upon. You know, like, they don't have they don't have flash attacks in this game. They don't have key pulses. The level design is largely just as bad. I think it would have been easy to improve upon those things, but they didn't. It definitely doesn't feel like Nioh, but worse. Which is what a lot of games that have a very obvious inspiration turn out. They turn out like that. It doesn't feel like Nioh, but worse. It has some things that it does better. Defensive options in this game, outside of the counterattack and deflection, feel a lot better. The parries are very satisfying. You can tell they took that from Wolong. Yeah, you can't weapon switch. There's also only 3 enemy weapon types, which is obviously objectively worse than Neo. That part is Neo, but worse, for sure. Luckily, the weapons are pretty diverse, but it definitely is worse that you only have 3 instead of like 9. We'll see what they do with patches for this game. There definitely are a lot of balancing issues, but the stability of this game gets really bad towards the end. They need to prioritize that right now, if you ask me. It's got some really bad bugs at the end of the game. You need to fix those first. Well, if you care about achievements, absolutely do not buy this game right now. If you care about achievements and completion, I cannot recommend this game currently. And be completely honest with you. Do not buy this game if those things are important to you. Because like I said, all those things, the game is pretty stable until you get to the end. You don't care about those things, the game is relatively fine, but becomes very unstable. Alright, I don't know where the pot is here. Well, that's actually one of the achievements that's bugged. If you use a summon on the first playthrough, and then you don't on the second, it still doesn't count. Which is like terrible design, obviously. I hope that's not intentional. If it is, that's really dumb. A lot of the trophies are bugged, apparently. And I'm not an achievement hunter, so I couldn't care less. Yeah, this game gets less and less stable the more you play it. It gets worse. The more you play it, the worse it gets. Like I said, which is mostly bad because the marketing for this game was pretty accurate in all aspects, but they say that you can get everything in one run, and you can't right now. Unless you're like following a guide exactly. Which most people don't find fun. Alright, let's see what this boss is. I didn't find the jar, I'll find it later. Nice lag. I don't like fighting mages. All they do is spam projectiles. Projectile spammers are not fun. It's the burst counter, but worse. It's the burst counter from Neo, but worse. The window makes, like, no sense. It barely functions. It doesn't work. Oh, come on! Are you ever gonna attack the other guy? That's what I hate about this game, is they, like, stay on you forever. So annoying. Would not go away. The bosses have too much health in this game. They're all HP sponges. And then they give them like 2 or 3 forms. Yeah, the counter never works. What is the timing? So stupid. Let's copy the burst counter, but make it worse in every way. If you're gonna copy the homework, do it right. Such a garbage mechanic. It works when it feels like it. I don't know how they took, like, the exact same mechanic and just made it worse. The timing is, like, way too, inconsistent. What? I got cheated out of my flash cutter. What the heck happened? No, it doesn't matter, I won anyway. Flash cutter is really janky. It does more damage than the QTE finisher. But sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes he just zips past them and you don't get your damage. That's alright. Embrace the jank. That was definitely some grade A certified jank there. I wanted to go back to town. Why is it putting me in a fight right away? I wanted to go back to town. Why am I being forced back into another fight? I don't get to go back to town? What the hell is this? I really have to do 2 in a row? They take an hour each. Yeah, let me go back to town. What the hell? It take me right from a boss fight and not give me a chance to go back to town. After that long-ass level. Come on, man. Yeah, where's my save point? Why can I not go back? You're really not gonna give me a save point. Why? I didn't even get any kind of agency. You just put me in the next, like, long-ass level with no break. What the hell? Okay, like, give me a save point. So dumb. These levels are too long to, like, not let me go back to town. The levels really overstay their welcome as it is. You're just not gonna give me any kind of checkpoints? So straight into another hour-long level? I hope this one will be shorter, but knowing this game, it won't be. The levels are way too long. Especially considering that there's been, like, no new enemy types at all. There's been, like, 0 new enemy types in several hours. I mean, if you don't really have any new enemy types, I'm not sure if you should be making levels this long. You kind of already seen everything at this point. This game really does catfish you with the enemy variety. In the first half, it feels really good because there's new enemies introduced pretty much every level, and then some of them come back, but they have like new movesets. But then, like, when you get towards the end, that kind of just goes away. It's the same 5 enemies over and over. Another instance where they had the chance of being better than Neo, but it kind of ends up being about the same, actually. Like, yeah, the enemy variety is very deceptive in this game. It's kind of strange because when they bring back when they recycle the bosses for the side missions, they actually changed most of their movesets considerably, so it's not just the same fight, but like with the regular enemies, that kind of just stops after a while. Let me see if there's any side missions.
Khazan-san. 私のその存すべての
It's kind of like these games, Team Ninja, Souls-likes, or action RPGs in particular. They feel like a beat-em-up roster. You know, only Final Fight only has like a dozen enemies, right? But the difference is that's like an hour-long game. The problem with this game and all the Team Ninja action RPGs is that they have like barely more enemies than that, but the game is like 300 hours long and not 1 hour. It's kind of interesting to think about. Like, would you really want to fight Andor and 2P and Hollywood for a 300-hour RPG? I don't think you would. You'd get bored of it, like, really quick. But it's the problem that these games have. Like, what if we just have 12 enemies and you just fight them forever? Alright, let me find where this one is. Let's find the next one and I should be good. Yeah, there's one here as well. Alright, so we're going to backtrack a little bit. They did say they want to expand upon this game, so it's pretty cool. Be interesting to see what they end up doing. Would be nice to have more weapon types. Alright, so let me see where this is. Thought I'd clean this place up, but I couldn't find it. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, you can't pause in this game for some reason. Where is it? I'm not following. Didn't see it. Oh wow, I missed that somehow. I know that I went in here. You can go watch my VOD. I specifically went in there, and I did not see that. Alright, well that was a painless one to get. Alright, so let's get the one on the next level when we're done. I did not see that little tiny pot there. Alright, so I just need one more for the full shop. Alright, where's this next one? Let me double back here. Oh, we're gonna do, please don't make me do platforming with no jump button. Let me guess, an archer's gonna spawn. We've got PTSD. Oh, alright, we were... No, no! Good job, Khazan. Battle-hardened warrior. He can't even try to save himself. No. No, just get stuck. Get stuck in level geometry. Your life is over. Come on, man. A kid could get out of that situation. Wow. Look, I know the developers of this game really like Neo, and that means that they have good taste in Souls-likes. But you don't have to copy their homework completely, right? You can deviate a little bit. Stuff like that is not fun. Neither is being unable to jump, being like the core of your level design. It's not fun. Okay, please don't do that again. Thank you. Good job. I know that's very hard for you. Being incapable of jumping. I'm asking a lot from this guy, alright? He can't jump, like 1 foot. He would not make it very far in the Olympics. I hate to say it. Unless they have some kind of, new Olympic category where you combo things to death. He'll take the gold medal in that. The moment he has to do, like, a long jump or something, he's shit out of luck. That's how you beat him in the Olympics. Make him do a long jump. Like, he just cannot do that. I think it's really funny. One of the bosses I killed earlier, he did a cutscene jump. He jumped like 5 stories in the air to kill Hismar. I think that's worse than cutscene bullets. Cutscene bullets are always a meme, especially in like Yakuza games and stuff. Like, you can empty a whole clip in a character in a Yakuza game if it's a boss fight and it's fine, but then, like, the moment it's a cutscene, one is fatal. I think cutscene jumps are worse. Because cutscene jumps are just like, the developers are just taking the piss. I'm like, okay, so he can jump in a cutscene, and he can't do it in gameplay. Why? The dude jumped up like 5 stories. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Fist of the North Star game by RGG Studios. There's this part where you have to climb up this ladder, and then like you fight a boss like an hour later, and he just jumps up to the top like immediately after. He jumps up and punches him in the head. I'm like, okay, so you were capable of jumping that whole time. You just didn't want to do it. So I had to suffer with climbing ladders slowly. Repeat bosses are pretty much just in bonus missions. But they usually have pretty different movesets, so it's fine. That's more than most games do. That's not the problem with this game. It's other things are the problem. Yeah, this game has the rarely seen video game trope of what I like to call cutscene jumps. Where your character is incapable of jumping, but in a cutscene they'll do it just fine, which always makes you very angry, because the level design is always designed in a nonsensical way, where like a normal person could just jump over that fence, but you know, your guy can't jump, so you gotta go all the way around, which is a Team Ninja staple. Team Ninja games are notorious for doing that. It'll be like pebbles up to your characters like the end of their sneakers. But then you have to go all the way around instead of doing like what a toddler would be capable of doing and simply just going around the pebbles. No, you can't do that. Oh, come on, I'm like way over on the side. They use this enemy type way too much. Always put him in the most obnoxious spots. Please make another enemy. Just spam the same one over and over. I'm getting so sick of getting ganked by that enemy. They do it every 5 seconds. How hard is it to make a different enemy? Spam the same one constantly. It's getting really old. I always put them in the most obnoxious spots. Spamming that exact same enemy. Moveset never changes. It's just recycled endlessly. I mean, seriously old. Yeah, fuck you. Stay dead. Ran out of enemy types like 10 hours ago. We're doing really good with keeping the fights exciting with varied enemies. But then I kind of just went away after a while. think this game would have been better if it had been shorter. The rampant enemy recycling would have gone over a lot better. This game really blows its load with unique content, like, really early on. And then it's kind of just the same stuff. Oh, you're back again. It's one of you literally like 30 seconds ago. You're back again. How many times do you need to come back? Zero budget for enemy types. You ran out of budget for enemy types 15 hours ago. The same annoying enemies over and over. You don't like fighting an enemy in this game, I got bad news for you. You have to fight them endlessly. With no changes. Apparently they don't change on New Game Plus, which is also something that's worse than Neo. The New Game Plus has a lot of new stuff, but none of it is like new movesets to learn or anything. All the bosses are identical. So are all the enemies. Yeah, cutscene jumps are a very rare trope, but they always piss you off when they happen. It's mostly just rare because a jump button is pretty common in pretty much every type of game for the most part. Yeah, this game's got one of the worst examples of a cutscene jump as a trope, because it happens after you fight Hismar, who is a big dragon that barely fits on the screen. And you can barely see what he's doing. And like, if your guy could jump, it would be a non-issue. But, of course, the moment after you do the fight, Khazan is capable of jumping like 5 stories in the air and doing like this mega stab attack. I'm like, what have you been hiding from me, man? You're hiding things in this relationship. That's not okay. Clearly you're able to jump. You just don't want to do it to piss off a player. It's like a struggle for him to jump, but then no, it's actually not. Plot twist. Let me see if I got any upgrades, actually. If I want to play Spear, that one's pretty good. None of these are outright upgrades. Have to wait till New Game Plus. Oh, we're doing this crap again. Of course. Of course. You want me to do more platforming? No, man. Just give me the boss at this point. Yeah, we're not fighting over here, bro. Let's step outside. Let's take this outside. I know what your plan is. To make me fall over. So I have to repeat 10 minutes of content because we're padding out the game as much as possible. Oh, we're just gonna put all these guys over here now. The same enemy 4 times over. Yeah, come on over here. Let's take this outside, bro. Come at me. I am not fighting you over there. I don't want to do this again. Oh, man. Isn't this great? I need to run all the way back. We really need to hit that 80-hour estimate. That's how they do it. It's not enough to have, like, really good boss fights that are fair, that make you want to try for hours to beat them. No, we need to have blatant padding like this. That is not fun at all. It's just a way to extend playtime. I knew that was going to happen eventually. I've been pretty good about avoiding it, but I'm not perfect. Yeah, you made me repeat content. Get out of here. Look, they're paying you dirt whether I play this game for 80 hours or not. Let's just cooperate with each other here. Get this done quicker. You're not going to increase your salary if you make me get stuck there for another 60 hours. Let's just skip the formalities. Alright, so that locked me out of the true ending, but I don't care. By the time I get there again, they'll fix it, I'm sure. Not worried about that right now. I really like this enemy. Like the 20th enemy like this I fought. Right, we're just gonna put 30 of them in a room. Is that our idea of challenge now? Let's put all the obnoxious enemies in one area. If you guys are still watching, I think it's pretty apparent how bad the enemy variety problem is in this game. Like, if you don't have a good variety of enemies to fill out the levels, like, maybe the level should not be this long. It really has been fighting the same 3 enemies for like an hour now. There are parts of this game it really does feel like they wanted it to be long to say that the game had value, but the levels definitely do go on a really long time. The only thing that really helps is that they do fill them with useful stuff. There's like pretty significant upgrades in every area, which helps to a degree, but the underlying problem is the level design just isn't very interesting. And there aren't enough enemies to really warrant it being this big. Like, they could have cut this game by like 30%. Have like the same amount of enemies and it probably wouldn't make you feel so exhausted, but the way it is now, it does get pretty bland at the end. Okay, so the final pot is here. So let me look at the guide really quick. It's the last one I need. Let me see where this is. Okay. Alright, that looks relatively easy, but the video is pretty well made and it killed all the enemies before they ran to it, so I don't know what resistance I'm going to face, but it's going to be the last one. Oh look, the same guy again. Swear these guys have more twin brothers than the Andor family. Who's got more twin brothers? These infested demons or the Andor family? I think it's pretty close. We killed like thousands of those guys already. There's no end in sight. There we go. GG's. Maybe they like, these demons and the Andor family are like friends. They like go to cookouts and stuff. Discuss, how many more twin brothers were born this year. That's my headcanon. How many more, twin brothers are born? Oh yeah, we have 800 more Andors. Well, we have 900 more of these infected demons. How do you come up with names for all of them? Hopefully approaching the end. Level's going on a bit too long. Oh, we got these guys again. Clone themselves again. Andor demons. There's just this queen somewhere pumping out like 100 of those guys every minute. It's the head cannon. Here's another one. I think it's actually worse at this point because there's a lot of humanoid enemies in this game, and I guess for plot reasons they're not spawning anymore, but the variety has gotten even worse. Of course, he can't jump over that.
混沌の持ち主は今まで戦ってきた誰よりも強いだろう。本当に自信はあるのか。
何があろうと奴を倒す。それ以外のことは考えていない。
Yeah, you got this far without being able to jump. It's pretty impressive, man. Should be proud. Except in that one cutscene where you jump like 10 stories. Let's take like all his power to jump once. Please don't get stuck. Yeah, you're just gonna put these guys in unfun places. No new enemies to fight. Oh, of course. Let's pad this out even longer. There's nothing interesting anymore. It's just this same stuff over and over. Make me do crap platforming. Just stop. This guy sucks. If you're ascending a big demon castle, maybe you should learn how to jump, or at the very least, hang on to a ledge for your life. And maybe that would be a useful life skill. But I guess according to him, no. Oh man, I want this level to be over. It's going on way too long. And they're just gonna put more time-wasting stuff like this in here. This level's not long enough already. It's overstayed its welcome. Yeah, I don't want to fight here. It's not enjoyable. Well, now what does it want? Oh, over here. Oh, let's just put an enemy right here. Yeah, great job. The most obnoxious enemy in the spot where I can't fight. Come on, seriously. Anything to make you fall off and have to repeat this again? Oh, come on! Ugh. This game just end already. This level is so annoying. It's been going on way too long. Like, I get it. It's hilarious that he can't jump. It's not funny anymore. Gene from God Hand would just jump up there with one button press. This guy sucks. Do all this crap again. Maybe you should just let Ozma win. Or recruit somebody who's more capable of climbing than you. Worst platforming character of all time right here. He is definitely not Samus. Or Mario. Or Sonic. Nowhere close. They would just jump up there really quick. And this guy is this big ordeal. They even move like a 2-foot gap. How long is this going to be? It's probably going to be like 15 minutes of this. Obvious padding. Please don't fall again, you bozo. No, he needs to be a functional video game character. He is not cut out to climb this castle. I'm sorry. He's not cut out to climb this castle, alright? Doing this without a jump button is something else, man. It's like stuff like this is not fun because it just feels designed around a character that can't do things you expect a video game character to do. Mario was handling stuff like this 40 years ago. This guy, it's this really big struggle. Please, no more. Yes, please be nearby. I've had enough. This game has overstayed its welcome. I really feel like they had somebody that like doesn't play games but is in charge of business decisions for like their game development, tell them that the game was too short. I really feel like that's what happened. Wait, am I all the way back here? What? I'm confused. Why am I back here? Don't make me do all that again. Oh my god. Just give me the boss. Come on. This level's been like 2 hours. 2 hours of the same enemies and falling down constantly. Over and over. Just end. Really tired of this game. It's fun when you fight, but like, that's it. Developers just taking a piss at this point. You ran out of enemy types like 10 hours ago. Maybe the game should not be this long. You don't have any like interesting content to warrant it being this long. It's like this game needs to be 20 hours longer. Alright, well, what if we just do it with the same 10 enemies? Sure, nobody will mind. I don't know, man. I'm pretty bothered by it. 80 hours of content. How much of it is good content? The first half is great. First half feels very varied. And there's lots of new stuff. And like a pretty good cadence. But that goes away after a while. Alright, is he gonna have to climb up more, or is this actually it? I feel like 80 hours of content on this game would require, like, minimum 2-3 hours on every boss, and then also, like, playing the game 3 times. But this game's too buggy at the end to do that. Alright, well, he managed to get up here without a jump button. Should just roll the credits at this point.
Khazan, なぜ私と戦おうとするのだ。真の敵は人間どもだというのだ。ボスは、その姿を見てみろ。なぜそんなことになってしまったんだ。 救った世界だ。それを破壊する権利もまた私たちにあるのではないか。
Please do a cutscene jump.
混沌こそ真の救いなのだ。
Do a cutscene jump. After I died to crappy platforming for like an hour. Please do a cutscene jump. Keep the meme going. What's this? I thought he was dead. Stop stuttering, please. I thought he was dead. Why is he still alive? There he goes. Do a cutscene jump, please. You can jump now, huh? You can jump now, huh? After all that suffering. Yeah, time to do a cutscene jump, come on. He found the jump button. Come on, do a cutscene jump, please. Yeah, the cutscene jump is a very underrated video game trope, where a character can't jump until they're in a cutscene. Underrated trope. This game is full of it. Well, GG's. Was a good game, but definitely too long. It runs out of content really quick, and kind of just... The only new content is the bosses. Which, I mean, is fine for some people, but... That was like a 90-minute level with the same 3 enemies recycled over and over again. I think they should have gone for a shorter campaign and have like more New Game Plus cycles and like change their movesets. Would have been really good. But this game is definitely too long for what it has to offer. It's way too long. Probably got a lot of good reviews from people who didn't finish the game, because the first half is very well paced with a steady cadence of new content, new enemies, new mechanics and stuff. And then like once you get to like the 3rd region, that kind of just goes away. There's like no more unique content besides the bosses. I really don't think the enemy roster is strong enough to carry this game. I think the lore reason for like why there's no more corrupted knights at the end kind of makes it worse. Because that's even less enemies you have to fight. It's a good game though. But I'd say if you don't have the money right now, or you know, you want to clear your backlog, you might want to wait for patches. The game is also extremely buggy towards the end. I think this game is worth $60. It's definitely a good game. But it feels like somebody told them they had to make the game longer, but they didn't actually have anything of value to warrant the length. That's exactly what this game felt like. That last platforming bit at the end was honestly terrible. I don't know what that added to the game experience at all, but just frustrating the player. When they're already so invested, they're going to beat the game anyway. Like, what does it want me to do? I beat the boss. Don't give me more gameplay. Just end. That level was long enough. Alright, what do you want me to do? Stupid. Why do they do stuff like this? I beat the boss. Just give me the ending. Oh. Yeah, this needs to be a not a cutscene. With patches and mods, this game will be a lot better. It seems like it did pretty well, so hopefully it'll get the polish it needs. But yeah, the bugs at the end are honestly pretty unacceptable. There's just like a lot of bugs at the end of this game for some reason. Like the polish of the game gets worse, and then the variety gets worse, and then also the game gets really buggy. Alright, like what do you want me to do? Can I just like get out of this? I don't understand why games do this. Just make a cutscene. Alright, like, what is it you're wanting me to do? I don't get it. I killed the boss, that's it. Don't waste my time with stuff like this. Alright, cool, I get it. Why don't you just make a normal ending cutscene? Okay, like, what is it that you want me to do? Can I get out of this, please? You still won't go over here. You ran out of money. You can't make a cutscene. Go wander around and find event triggers. Like, dude, I killed the boss. That's it. Roll credits. Do not make me do stuff like this. This is dumb. Yeah, I don't care at this point. I want this game to be over.
オスマ憎しみに駆られて世界を壊しても何の意味もないというのに
Nah, this game is worth 60. After patches. After patches, it's worth it. Does that mean I have to do the boss again, or what? Why can't you just let me choose later? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. No, I say this game is really good, but it definitely gets worse at the end. It definitely does get worse. I think if you watch this stream, you'll see how this game gets worse. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure I don't have to do that whole level again. Because I'll totally just start New Game Plus right now. I do not want to do that level again. That level was very exhausting for the wrong reasons. Okay. Alright. Alright, so got a couple things to do before I start over. Now, this game is really solid. It's just, suffers from being longer than it needs to be. It kind of feels like, kind of feels like a beat-em-up that's 3 hours long and has like 4 moves. That's kind of how this game feels. Feels like one of those new beat-em-ups that's like 8 hours long, but like the combat isn't great. That's exactly what this game feels like. And like, if it was shorter, it would be like a better game. Final boss was decent, but I'm using mods, so I don't know what your experience is going to be. Definitely an enjoyable game. Hopefully it
Khazan
gets some polish and new stuff. Ooh, I can buy these now. Cool. Let's see here. I mean, the longer it takes you to beat this game, the better. The longer it takes to beat this game, the better. Let's see, do you guys want to see New Game Plus, or would you like me to do an after party and play some beat 'em ups? It's up to you guys. You guys want to see some beat 'em ups? I can do those. Oh, I'm sure that they'll fix the reflection.
大相撲
I'm sure they have data showing that no one's able to pull it off. I'm sure they have data saying that no one's pulling it off. I'm almost positive that they do. So, I wouldn't be shocked. And that's like one of the first things that they fix. Would not be shocked in the slightest if they fix the timing. Like, no surprise at all if they do. Well, see, the problem is it's rewarding, but it's also too inconsistent. And that's the problem with it. That's really all it is. It's too inconsistent. It's just not a mechanic that feels fun to use, because it feels too inconsistent. That's really what it is. Alright, so let me dismantle some stuff in here. And get rid of all these. I'm not going to use the greatsword. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go farm up these two pieces, because I probably won't be able to get another one for a while. And then we'll try a little bit of New Game Plus. Actually, I probably want to collect a bunch of stuff, so that might be the end of this for today, actually. Might be the end of this for today. So let's go get a couple more beast things. I need those from that boss. Craft that set, and then probably stop playing this for today. At least online. I might play some more off stream. Yeah, I'm feeling like a Fight Forever credit after party. I did want to finish this game today. I'm glad I did. I accomplished my goal. Alright, so I gotta get a couple pieces from our friend here, the goat, or the big demon. Yeah, see, light side, that's the problem. It's good that it's rewarding, but it's so inconsistent that nobody's using it. And I don't think that that was their intention. I really don't think that was their intention. I don't think they intended for it to be so hard to use that nobody even uses it. And like, that's kind of when a game mechanic needs to be adjusted. It made it worth using, but it doesn't at all feel consistent. And I'm sure they have data showing that people are failing using it all the time. I'm almost certain that they do. Like, yeah, like 5% of the people using this are actually using it successfully. Well, light side, you're looking at it this way. You're watching the finished product. You're not watching the process. It's like watching a world record speedrun and say, like, this guy is really good at this game. I'm like, yeah, he's undeniably good at the game, but how many attempts did it take? It probably took like at least dozens minimum, if not hundreds. I don't really think they're a good gauge of whether the mechanic works. You're only watching the winning attempt. That's kind of the problem with those videos. It's not the fault of the people that are making them. It's not like they're lying to people, but it makes people think that the mechanics are perfect. I'm like, no, I guarantee those guys got screwed over by that stuff all the time too. No shot they didn't. But you're only watching the finished attempt. Bastard didn't drop one. Well, no hit runners fight those bosses for hours and hours to make those videos. I'm sure they got screwed over by the reflection mechanic too. They just didn't show it. It's not really a good gauge of whether it's a good mechanic or not. Probably took them less time than the average person, yes, but I wouldn't say that means that it's a functional mechanic. Alright, gotta go beat him up one more time. I got one piece right here. And people do that to speedrunners as well. Like, you're so good at this game. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's a compliment on one end, but it's kind of ignorant on the other end because, you know, it took them thousands of attempts to do that, right? There definitely are some speedruns out there where skill only gets you so far. And, like, there's so much luck and RNG involved in getting a good run. At that point, it's more the persistence than the skill. Because the game becomes, like, second nature, but you're trying to get the game to cooperate. Probably doing no damage runs on this isn't much different. Like, sometimes the reflection just won't work. You're just not gonna drop one now, huh? Time waster extraordinaire. It's weird how they limit how many of these you can buy. You can only buy 3. So I should probably find the extra heals before I start. And I'll probably do that offline or next stream. Working at my neighbor's house tomorrow, so if I don't decide to play this on deck, then kitty sitting streams will return. So all those games that got backlogged because I've been out of work for like almost a month, will be coming back tomorrow. So that should be exciting. I was working on Narikiri Dungeon X, Tales of Rebirth, Ender Magnolia. We'll be running all those games again, because they stream just fine on deck, so I don't really bother to play them at home. Help split up the backlog. Well, this is officially out of the backlog, but I will still keep playing this game. I'll definitely keep playing it. Okay, you're just like not going to drop it now, or what? The third kill. It's refusing to drop it. Yeah, come on, game. This is a little bit too much like actual DFO. Doing the same fight over and over and getting nothing. It's like I never stopped. Never stop playing that game. It's exactly what it's doing right now. Look, the boss gets demolished. Can you make the drop rate better? Really sucks because this boss is stuck behind like a minute of waiting for elevators and stuff. Takes way longer. I've heard conflicting things. I've heard conflicting things about the new DFO season. I've heard some people say it's great, and then other people hate it. I think I might just need to form my own opinion. Probably not tonight, but I am gonna play that game again. Because it's kind of a dry period for the next month. Next major thing that's happening for the channel, barring a Switch 2 Shadow Drop, is the Towerborn update is on the 29th. There's the PGR update, but, you know, I don't really make a lot of content for that game. I stream it for fun, so you guys don't care about that. Lost Soul Aside is the end of May. So I wouldn't mind playing DFO. Yeah, I'm hearing conflicting reports about it. Some people say it's good, some people say it's not. I guess I'll find out myself. Oh, I said, I'm hearing conflicting reports on whether it's a good season or not. That's what I was saying. I'm hearing conflicting reports on it. And I'm sorry about the ads, by the way. They forced me to run them. I would never run ads if I could. I don't really look at this streaming as a income stream. I mean, it's nice when people donate, and it's definitely needed, but I don't really monetize the stream. They force me to run ads. You could subscribe to YouTube Premium to make the ads go away. You don't have to subscribe to me. YouTube Premium is the wave to get rid of that crap, because I don't have any control over it. Yeah, like, if you just want to get rid of ads, the best way is YouTube Premium. That gets rid of ads site-wide. Because obviously not everybody can afford to support all their favorite creators. I sure as hell don't have the money to do that. And I don't expect people to subscribe to me just to get rid of ads. It's nice if you want to, but honestly, it's better to just get YouTube Premium. I think it's worth the $12. And that way you're completely removed from the ads. I don't really make anything off these streams, so hey, if you want to block ads, go for it. You want to block ads, by all means, go for it. I'm not gonna hate you if you block ads. I understand. I'm sure as hell not making any money off those ads. Barely anything. Honestly, YouTube Premium is worth the $12. I pay for it. It's also really good because it removes ads on mobile, and ad blockers for YouTube and Twitch are really sketchy on mobile, so if you consume stuff away from the computer at home, I think it's worth the $12, personally. Like, I use YouTube Music when I'm walking and stuff, and I actually really like it. I think it's worth the money. It was like, ad blockers on mobile are really shady, and they stop working all the time, so I just personally pay for it myself. Like, I just pay for it. Yeah, don't feel bad if you block ads on my content. Yes, I'm poor, but that's not the point. The point is, you should have a better viewer experience. That's more important than whatever money I make, which we all know is very little. Alright, well, I guess the best thing to do right now is find all the heals, but I don't feel like doing that right now, so let's play something else. Successful stream. Accomplished my goal.
Select your character.
Yeah, a while back, YouTube pushed an update saying that for convenience, they're going to run ads for me. The real reason, I shouldn't need to tell you this, is the exact same thing that happened on Twitch, where they realized that nobody was willingly running ads because the ads pay dirt and they disrupt the experience. I mean, honestly, most of the popular games that people watch, or types of streams, gaming content that people watch, are heavily ruined by ads. So we're talking speedruns are ruined by ads, podcasts ruined by ads, tournaments ruined by ads, potentially people playing like competitive games casually at home ruined by ads. So they force us to run them. Because it's been said multiple times, say if I was a much larger streamer, like a top 10% streamer, and I was making way more, if I just like wanted to go get something to eat, like legit walk to the store, go get something to eat, and come back and eat it, which would take about half an hour, it would legit be better to just have an empty chair and the game on pause than it would to run ads. And all the companies picked up on that. So now they're forcing them. It's been proven multiple times. If you run a 3-minute commercial break, more people will leave your stream than if you legit had to, like, walk your dog or help your kid or something. Something that's going to take more than a few minutes. More people will leave if you run ads than if you literally just have dead air. So, personally, I think $12 a month for YouTube Premium is worth it to remove that problem. And if you're worried about it not supporting me, I get whatever 1/10 of a cent or whatever I get from your view. But that is the most cost-efficient way to get rid of the ads. I mean, you're in here enough. If you want to subscribe, that's a way to get around it. And I'm not saying that to make money, because it's a small amount of money. But personally, I think YouTube Premium is worth it. Especially if you watch on mobile, it's definitely worth the money. You don't have to deal with shady ad blockers. The ads are just gone. You get billed at the beginning of the month. And that's the end of it. But yeah, it's calculated, annoying the viewers, and running ads that the creators don't want because nobody was running them. That's basically the gist of it. I used to not run any ads on here at all, but then they started forcing it because my stream is not an income stream. I mean, every year now and then somebody donates, which is nice, but I'm not streaming to make money. Sometimes I'm working on stuff that takes a really long time, like the videos I'm going to be doing for Khazan, so I like to stream to keep the channel alive, but it's not, I don't do it to make money. So I always avoided running ads because there was no purpose. So there you go. You want to support me? You're welcome to, but honestly, I'm going to be real with you. YouTube Premium is worth the money. Especially if you watch streams regularly. It gets rid of all the interruptions. What's up, Gro? Hello. Did you fix your problem? Sorry, I've been streaming Khazan for like the past several hours. Haven't been looking at my Discord. Hope you fixed your problem. Good. How'd you fix it? Yeah, OBS is one of those programs that likes to break itself just at random. That sounds pretty normal for OBS. That's the real cost of OBS. It's having it update itself when then your shit stops working. No, she's always been here. I just main guy. I'm trying to learn a new character. Little variety. I'm not very good with her yet. Not as good as Guy. But Guy's been my favorite character since I was a kid. Since the first time I saw Final Fight in like 1989. Yeah, I'm old. I remember the first time I saw Final Fight in the arcade. It's one of the most amazing things I saw as a child. Can't have been more than like 3 or 4 years old. So I was born in the late 80s. I'm glad we have this game. This is gonna be a hot take, and somebody's probably gonna put this in a cringe compilation. But I feel like OBS gets too much of a pass because it's free. I truly feel that. After having to use it myself on Steam Deck, that program gets way too much of a pass because it's free. I'm like, I paid for XSplit to get the license, and it's much better. That program gets way too much of a pass for being free. Like, just because it's free doesn't mean it's the best. There are some programs out there worth paying for. But I understand their main market is people that don't make a lot off streaming. Or they don't do, like, recording regularly. Everything I do with this channel, outside of the Steam Deck stuff, is done with XSplit. So, all the streams, all the videos, like, all of it is done with that program. Yeah, I've heard numerous horror stories of somebody starting up their stream and then it updates itself and stops working. You agree with me on OBS, huh? Yeah. It's nice that it's free and doesn't have ads, but their updates just can really ruin your day sometimes. For me, personally, it's happened far less with OBS, with XSplit. And I mean, I use the program every day. I think the program I use every day that makes my job easier is worth the money, personally. Even though I'm kind of the demographic for OBS because I don't make much being a content creator. But I still prefer it. I have a lifetime license with XSplit, so I don't really pay for it anymore. Hoo-yah. It's gonna be a harder fight for her. She has less range. Gotta get used to it. that has too much hit stop. Can't use that combo. It's not safe. Whoa, that's a really sick custom sprite. That's so cool. I can't wait for this game to be finished. Be doing a credit of this like every day. Especially days when I'm working. Like tomorrow. It'll definitely be a Fight Forever credit tomorrow. Guaranteed. I'm done for now. I'm too worn out from that terrible Khazan level with all that bad platforming. I think I'm done for tonight, folks. At the very least, I'm going to take a break and then maybe come back and do some more Khazan. That really took the wind out of my sails. The end of that game was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. It's like 0 new enemies and then all the meme platforming. It's definitely a good game, but I don't know. They blew their load too quick. Felt like the first half was very varied and interesting, and then it just got worse from there. To the point where, like, the only interesting part was the bosses. Which, I mean, I get is supposed to be the meat of the game, but I shouldn't be fighting the same enemies for, like, 15 hours. Anyway, I'm going to take a break. If I do come back, it'll be probably PGR Zenless. And then I'll try to get those next 2 heals for Khazan. So if anyone wants to post those in my Discord, I'd greatly appreciate it. But I'm going to take a break for a bit. I'll see you guys later tonight or tomorrow. Good night.